You woke up this morning and you had this burning sensation in your stomach. It's just a little ache, just a little pain, and you saying, what is this pain? What is this sensation? But before you go and call the doctor and set up that appointment to see if you got an STD, it may just be an urge to become the ink god. And look, you at the right place, you made it. It's time for the first step.
Bring upon them the day of evening.
I was in grammar school, the teachers, they used to simplify the steps for something that was difficult. And when they did that, they made a difficult task easier. So look, we about to start the first step to becoming an ink god. The S in step stands for sterilization. You want to make sure you clean everything you are going to have contact with, from your cell phone all the way up to the tattoo table that the client will lay on. You can use FDA approved germicidal solutions, or if that's not available, you can go and find cleaning supplies and you can use those. Just make sure you wipe the areas thoroughly. The T in step stands for tattoo station. To prep your tattoo station, you will need plastic or some kind of shield you can get from a tattoo supply company. That way you can prevent other germs or your client's blood or the spillage of ink or contaminated liquids on the surface. Some things do spill, so you must make sure you prepare for it. So to prepare for it, you're gonna wrap the tattoo station with plastic or your shield. You're gonna wrap your water bottles, your squirt bottles, anything you use to dispense liquids with plastic, because you're gonna touch it. You're gonna have blood and ink on your gloves. So you wanna wrap everything in plastic, things like your cell phone or the tattoo machine, but we'll get to that in the next few steps. The E in step stands for equipment. It's time to set up your equipment. Now you sterilized everything, we prepped the station. Now it's time to set up the tattoo machine. The tattoo machine comes with sometimes a clip cord. A lot of people are using Bluetooth battery packs and stuff like that. I'm gonna teach you how to set the machine up for every instance. So analog, let's go with the clip cords first. If you're using clip cords, you wanna use clip cord shields, clip cord wrap. It's long sheets of plastic, thin plastic wrap. You could just slide your clip cord inside of, and then you'll connect it to your tattoo machine. Now with the tattoo machine, you want to be able to wrap the tattoo machine in plastic. That way the blowback from the ink and the blood doesn't splatter onto your machine, which you have to use constantly. It makes the cleanup horrible. Once you slide the clip cord cover onto the machine, you want to use something called INCENSE wrap or just a grip wrap. The grip wrap is used to wrap around the tip of the machine. That way it's easier for your fingers or less stress on your fingers to do the tattoo while you're holding the tattoo machine. After that, you want to prepare your needles. You're not opening the needles until the client is sitting down and you prepared to tat, but you want to make sure you have each and every needle that you need available. That way you're not getting up and just going in contaminated areas to get equipment. So have your needles right there ready for you to do the tattoo. Now your foot pedal has to be in range of your feet and of this tattoo station. So when you connect it to the power supply, you want to make sure that it's not pulling or tugging your power supply or tugging your protected surface. You don't want to knock over any ink cups or any liquid that's sitting on this surface. Depending on what kind of tattoo you want to do, you may use a tattoo armrest. With the armrest, you want to make sure it's wrapped in plastic. The client chair has to be wrapped too. So wherever they're sitting, wherever the client's touching, you want to make sure it's wrapped because you're going to have traffic. The P in step stands for preparation. Now to prepare the client, you need a few small things like a razor blade. You need your paper towels to be ripped. You don't want to have to keep going to the paper towel roll and ripping off sheets at a time. So have your paper towels ripped and ready, at least 100 of them. You'll never know how many you'll need. You'll need your green soap. You'll need water maybe, and you're definitely going to need some alcohol. Now to prepare to shave the client, you want to squirt some green soap onto the client, the surface, wherever you're going to tat. You want to scrub it. Make sure you gently scrub it, but make sure you scrub it enough where you're picking up all the dead skin or dirt that's on the surface of the client's skin. You want to massage it gently with the tip of your nails to make sure you bring up all of that, just gently. You don't want to leave red marks. So you after you massage it, you begin to shave. Shave slowly and thoroughly. Make sure you get all hair. Hair can get in the way of the needle and also can cause other illnesses or diseases if hair is still present on the skin while you're tattooing it. So to prevent all of that, make sure it's a thorough shave and you don't see any hair on the surface. After you shave, you want to wipe the surface down now with alcohol. I use 70% to 90% alcohol. You wipe the surface down with that alcohol to make sure you got all contaminants off of it. Now it's time to draw the tattoo. So get you some Sharpies, red and blue markers preferably. It's time to draw the tat. Okay, so now we just prepared the client. Now it's time to prepare for the tattoo. This is where I like to take out the ink cups, the inks that I will use, the hues, and the needles. So look at your piece. This is where you look at the design that you are getting ready to tattoo onto the client, and you need to determine what size needles you use. Most of the needles range from 1 round liners to 3 round liners, 7 round liners, 9 round liners, all the way up to about 14 round liners. And they even go bigger. And that's for your liners. Depending on what kind of tattoo artist you are, you might have a paintbrush style, or you like to be direct and you like clean lines. So if you like clean lines, you may like to use round shaders to do your coloring. If you like paintbrush style strokes, you would like to use magnum shaders. So it all depends. And those also range from three needles to 14 to 16 needles. I was trying to prepare the ink caps. With preparing the ink caps, you also have to put down the ointment that you're going to use for the client. A little bit of that ointment is going to be used to glue the ink caps down to the surface. Now, you can use A&D ointment. I like to use Aquaphor because I tell my clients to use Aquaphor to heal up. So why not use it now? I take an ink cap, I grease the bottom of the ink cap, and I press the ink cap down onto the surface, and that's going to make sure it holds still and it's not moving everywhere and you're not spilling ink. Sometimes people put out hundreds of ink caps with all the colors so that they don't have to keep on touching the ink bottle. Me, I just prepared 3 ink cups. I put down the black ink, I put down the Brink-Tech ink, which is the gray wash, and I use witch hazel. So you made it through the first step of your journey to become the ink god. Let's review some of the things that we learned today. Protocol step: sterilization, setting up a tattoo station, equipment setup, and preparing the client and preparing for the tattoo. Remembering those steps will make every session, no matter where you at, easy. Okay? So remember, protocol step. The next things I want you to keep in mind is patience, confidence, and not in the knowledge that you just learned today, and the knowledge that you will incur over the next however many years, decades you're a tattoo artist. Thank you for watching. I ask that you subscribe, like, comment, and share if you will. See you on the next couple of go rounds. Make sure you stay focused and you keep creating.